Vanta came on here. Vanta, you said queen and you didn't say I can't hear you. How about now, Naima? Hopefully it is now working. Let me go ahead and check the bases to see if I've got sound now. But thank you. Hold on. Much better. Okay, good. Well, Naima, you get a gold star for participating that way. Baltimore, check. I got no audio. Okay, so has the audio come back for all of us? There it is. Whoop, there it is. What? Whoop, there it is. All right, so let me rewind. My name is Zakia Ringgold, and I have had the pleasure of starting 3 businesses from my. I don't know about pleasure. It's been exhausting. However, the purpose of this video is twofold. Number one, just to debunk some of the myths on how difficult or how easy it is. And also, I know a lot of people are getting stimulus checks in the coming days, weeks, months, or whatever. So now would be a really good time to invest in yourself, in that dream that you may have of starting your own business from home. And before, everybody wanted huge corporations, but now you can do a lot out of your home, which we have found over the past year. I have absolutely positively missed live streaming. Things have started to get a whole lot simpler. In terms of just kind of getting all the legs under, or the sea legs under me, in terms of running these businesses. Hey, Lorraine. So good to see you. Please tell Laura I said hello. Big Duke is saying that's much better. Much better. All right. So let me share my screen, because let's save you. There was one person who sent me an email saying they could help me start a business at home for $1,500. I'm going to show you how to do it for free. If it's not too important, Paige is doing really well. And I'll actually have her come on once we're at the end of this. So number one, everything that you need to know about starting your own business from home legally is available on the SBA, the Small Business Administration's website. They give you a really quick and easy, hey, neat, I know, wow, where you been, girl? They give you a really quick launch checklist here for you, for your business. And I'm going to give you a couple of pointers for what you're doing. So number one, pick your business location. We are talking about businesses at home, wherever you live. Starting a business in your dining room, in your basement, in your closet, wherever it is that you are. The next thing that you want to do is to consider your business structure. Now, businesses can have multiple structures. The first one being that of a sole proprietor, meaning it's just you. Depending on what it is that you're doing, that's just the bare minimum for how you can structure your business. The next rung up is an LLC, which is a limited liability corporation. And then you have corporations, which can be C Corps or S Corps. I am not an accountant, nor am I a lawyer, but there is plenty of information on this website, which is the SBA, that will walk you through which one is best for you and your particular situation. The next thing comes with choosing your business name. So what will people use to find you? So I have 3 business names. The first one being Natural Soap by Zakia. The second one being Live Soap School. And the third one being Virtual Experience Design Agency. I never go for like really super creative kinds of things. I figure if somebody has to type it, I want it to be memorable and easy and something that refers to what the business is. So you want to consider that. And then before you finalize that business name, you want to do a search for a couple of things. Number one, do a Google search. Is there already a website with that name? Hi there, Laura. Good to see you. Is there already a website with the name that you want to have? If that's the case, don't even go down that road. Additionally, search social media, because sometimes people, even though they don't have a website, they have already used those handles for your business. And if you are going to have a home-based business, you are probably going to need to leverage social media as well to help get the word out about what it is that you do. So aside from those two places, you also want to search your state registrar for any businesses that have been registered with that name. If all three of those places come up empty, you can use that name. The next thing that you want to do is register your business. And this is where so many people ran into trouble with trying to get some of this COVID funding that is available for business. If you were not registered as a business in 2019, but you were operating as a business, you ran into trouble because they were asking for those state registration papers. And if you did not have that, if you weren't filing taxes, or you constantly said, I never made a profit, I never made a profit, when it came time for PPP, in the EIDL, you probably ran into trouble. So you must be on the side of legal when you want to be able to take advantage of a lot of these programs, and not just the federal programs, grants. Grants are asking for this information as well. So this next very important one happens to do with registering your business. And that's registering your business with the federal agencies as well as state agencies. Now, I'm in Pennsylvania, and I'm giving you this particular website because it will walk you through it. You see how I'm clicking step by step by step? Go through it in that order, and it's going to give you the information that you need to do. Hello, you First Sight. I see you there, and I'm very happy to have you. And Big Duke is saying this is very important. It is, because there were a lot of people who were semi-operating as a business, but when it came time to be able to be eligible for these grants that are out there, or for the Paycheck Protection Program or the EIDL grant, you have to have this paperwork in order for you to be able to even apply for them. So it's very important that even if you're kind of sort of operating as a business, get the paperwork in order. So you want to register federally and with the state. So in Pennsylvania, we have something called PinFile. In PinFile, this is where your first cost is going to come in. Your first cost is going to come in here because with the state of Pennsylvania, in order for you to file, it costs $150, not $1,500 like the person who got in. Let me pause for a minute. The reason I'm doing this is there are a lot of scam artists right now who are banking on your stimulus paychecks. And I remember when I was starting my first business, I didn't know what I didn't know. And so right now they're expecting a lot of people in the States anyway to be getting a lump sum payment from the government. And a lot of people are going to try to propel their dreams of owning a business and running a business. And there are some snakes in the grass that are very, very willing to sell you a pipe dream. And I'm telling you, the basics and the foundation of what you need do not cost you more than $200 in the United States to start a business. So I'm hoping that this will save you some money and give you the tools and the resources that you need in order to at least get set up legally for the business part. So you have the PinFile, and a lot of people taking advantage of because they don't have specific knowledge of what to do. So the best knowledge, and I'm going to put this in here so you all have it. The best knowledge comes from, sorry, you are on a double screen, so I got to get it over here. I need my overlays. 1 second. If you are in the United States, the best place you can go is sba.gov. Everything that anybody is going to tell you starts, it wants to make it SPA. sba.commandz.gov. This website right here. I'm going to add this. This is the website that you should start off, because this is going to give you the true information of what you need in order to legally set up all the other nuts and bolts of marketing and building your website and packaging and shipping or creating an online course or creating a digital program, all of that comes later. We are talking about the foundation of being able to say, not being able to say, but legally saying, my business has been created and this is the structure for it. So SBA.gov is the website that we started on that gives you the step-by-step of what you will need. So you need to file with your state, and your state typically has a fee associated with it for your business. Now, once you file with the state, you're going to use that document to then get an EIN number, which is your federal tax ID number. You do not need to pay anyone to do this for you. Getting an EIN number is actually free. Don't let anybody charge you for that either. You go onto the website, which is irs.ein.forms.gov, or you can just type a Google search, IRS EIN. But be sure that any site you go to ends in a .gov when you first get there. So this one isn't actually the one because if I say LLC, let's see, we were doing an LLC. Yeah, this one is not the actual one. So let's do google.com EIN. Let's file EIN. We're going to do a quick file. Nope. Skip all the ads, guys. Skip. You see how it says add in Google? Add here. We want to go right past them. You want to go to www.irs.gov. And the reason you need this EIN number, this is the site you want to be on. You want to be on the official government site. And when you are there, it tells you exactly what you need. So I know the part where a lot of people get tripped up is, okay, what form do I need to fill out? What information am I going to need? You have that here. So there's an online application. It's going to ask you for some basic information. And there's a reason why you do it in the steps that you do it. Number one, if you have filed with the state, they're going to give you a form as well. And then when you go to the EIN website, they're going to ask you for that information. Most importantly, by having that form from the filing with your state and your EIN number, those two documents are the documents that you're going to need when you go to open a business bank account. So by you following those steps and doing it in that order, you have everything that you need to go in and set up as a business with a bank so that you're able to accept payments. And we can have another broadcast about accepting payments, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Facebook, wherever, however you want to accept payments. You want those to be going into a business bank account, because when April comes around in the United States, you need to be able to file that information in terms of knowing what your revenue was, what your profit was, and what your expenses were. And if you have that in your personal bank account, it makes it very difficult to make those distinctions. Hey, Tina, good to see you. All right. So that's where we are so far. We filed with the state and we've paid that $150 or whatever it is in your state. And then you want to file for your EIN number. Filing for your EIN number is for the free 99. Do not pay anyone to do that for you. You can do it online. So after you have your EIN number, you want to go ahead and apply for any licenses or permits in the state where you live. As a handcrafted soap maker, there were no licenses. However, depending on what state you live in, particularly Florida, you can't make a cosmetic out of your home. So you really want to check with your local government, with the federal government, and as well as your state in terms of what is it that you are legally able to do out of your home and what kind of licenses and permits are required. They have here, open a business bank account. Make sure that you do that for reasons previously stated. And last but not least, get business insurance. That business insurance is normally your professional liability insurance and any other industry specific insurances that you need in order to do the thing that you are doing for your business. So why would you even do all of this? And why are we doing this broadcast? I got a very disturbing email when I saw the number, and it said, hey, I can help you start a business at home for $1,500. This includes everything that I just showed you for that $1,500. So what I want to say is we all have been given a gift and a curse of COVID. A gift and a curse of COVID. The gift of COVID, hopefully for some of you, has been that you have taken some time to figure out, hey, I'm really good at this thing, or I'm considering starting this other thing. And if you have decided that you do want to start a business, many people are counting your money before it lands in your bank account. Many people have already counted that. Take some time and go just to these two websites and read through it for yourself to figure out if it's something that you can do on your own. So the SBA.gov is this website here, and it has a section right on launching your business. This will walk you through what you need to do just to get your legal paperwork in order to say that you have formally created a business. And you can have a business out of your home. You do not have to have some fancy building. Trust me, I've done it for 5 years. You can absolutely do it. And then you also want to have that EIN number, because that's your business's social security number. And you have those two elements. And then there's also, like I always say, if you do have a home-based business, consider getting a P.O. box. Because typically on your email campaigns, on your invoices, on your receipts, it is required to have some kind of a mailing address. And I don't know about you, but my products have shipped a lot of places, and I love all of Soap Nation. I really do. However, I don't want anybody knocking on my door. You can go to the P.O. box and all of that. So consider getting a P.O. box if you are going to be starting a business out of your home. But again, the gift and the curse is maybe you have found that, hey, I can do this thing. I'm really good at this thing. And it's not impossible to work from a computer for an extended period of time, or to attend meetings, or to teach on a particular thing that you're really good at. And so those stimulus checks are another gift, right? And some people are getting $1,400. Some people are getting $14,000. For less than 5% of your stimulus check, you can start your own business at home. And when I say less than 5%, I mean getting your website created. You can create your own website, getting a domain name for a year, like your www.mybusinessisawesome.com. You can get that online for like $20 for the entire year. And that is your internet real estate. I know a lot of people are into real estate. Think about the internet real estate. The only way people can find you online is with a website, a web address, or your social media pages. So if you are somebody who is thinking about starting a home-based business, it's probably a little bit different if you are doing it locally in your town. Start by going to SBA.gov. The Small Business Administration gives you a pretty simple run through for what you need to launch your business, and spend some time thinking about what that business structure will be, whether it's a sole proprietorship, an LLC, or a corporation. Choosing your business name by looking on Google to see is anybody else using it, looking on social, and then also checking with your state to see if any other businesses have it, and then protect it and register your business. Get your tax ID numbers, pay your taxes. I don't know, the most famous line from Set It Off was, there's 3 people I don't mess with. That's the I, the R, and the S. Pay your taxes, right? Okay. And then you want to apply for any licenses and permits, get your EIN number. With that EIN number, there is also another document that you're going to need to create. It is called an operating agreement. And that's typically just stating that you are like the sole member, how the business will be operated, all of that information. There are several templates online that you can use to create those. You can create them from scratch. I'm trying to find mine so I can show you. It's just a simple 2 pages because the banks need that to know that you are the sole owner in the person who will be signing off or has the ability to sign off on behalf of your business. So this is the beginning of your digital brick and mortar business. These are the foundational skills. These are foundational, John. So the very first, well, foundation is making up in your mind that this is what you want to do, right? This is the path that you want to take. But making sure that you don't get scammed along the way with things that you are absolutely positively capable of doing on your own. And then after that, then you get into the fun stuff. Like, what are my brand colors going to be? What's my logo? That was the biggest mistake I made earlier, where it was, there are no brand colors. What are you talking about? We're going to do it this way. So I hope, I can come on back here. Hey, everybody. Drea, how are you and your family? I'm hoping that means you are good, that you are on a broadcast, or maybe this is just giving you some time to step away from everything. But very good to see you, Drea. But yes, I am not SBA.gov, so I can hide that. But that's what I wanted to share with all of you. It has been one of the most tumultuous roller coaster rides, not just this past year, but the past 5 years of figuring out what this business was, or the fact that I was a business owner, and being okay with that. But when I see that there are foundational things that everybody can do just when you are getting started, use those tools. Google is your friend. YouTube is its close cousin. And then going to the source of the information, being the Small Business Administration as well as the IRS, just for those foundational pieces. And then you can get into, how is my website going to look? What's my packaging going to look like? Because all of those pieces become expenses, right? They all become expenses that you can then use the following year to write off. And if you are paying coaches, consultants, taking courses, keep track of all of those things, because again, they are business expenses. But they're not a true business expense if you have not set up as a business. And that typically goes by the date that you have filed with the state in terms of registering your business. And John is saying, information you just given is huge. It has been one of the things that have been roadblocks for a lot of people. Yeah, because we don't know. I was somebody who was taught, you go to school, you get good grades, and then you work until you're 65, right? You work until you're 65, then you retire, you get your pension, and you be very happy about that pension and be grateful that you got a job. But when you step into, hey, I'm going to be the one that's employing people, or I'm going to be the business owner of it, there is a lot to learn. It's amazing how uncomplicated something can be once you get the right information. And that's why going to the source is the most important part. Going to that source is going to answer most of your questions. And then you can seek out, well, how do I complete this particular form? Hey, Lewis, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. So I am Zakia Ringgold. I don't know what in the world we are heating up in the microwave 50 billion times, but there's something going on in there. But I am Zakia Ringgold. I am the owner of Live Soap School, Natural Soap by Zakia, which will be coming back in July. Paige is coming to say, what up? Just peek. No, we gotta hide the background. Come back.
Hi.
Hello, everyone. There is Paige.
Why are you trying to hide the background?
Because it's crazy back there.
Okay,
Move.
I just messed it up.
All right, there's Paige. She's doing well. I am the owner of Live Soap School, naturalsoapbyzakia.com, which will be relaunching in July. And then also the business that was born out of COVID, which is Virtual Experience Design Agency, where I actually produce online conferences right here from my dining room for people all over the world. Hey, is that Meeks? Thank you very, very much. You are very welcome. Yeah, I have not been able to broadcast. I am slowly coming back to this side of the world because I have learned so much. There is so much I want to share. I have missed live streaming. I have about 50 new tools under my belt. My network has grown dramatically, and I just think that now is the prime time to share some of those lessons learned so more people can do what I have found to be amazing. Absolutely amazing. We may not be taught it, but we can always learn it. And I think that we are some of the most creative people put on this planet, and we have absolutely, positively all of the tools at our disposal that previous generations did not have. You want to publish a book? No problem. You want to have a podcast? No problem. You want to have a media production studio in your home? Absolutely, positively possible. Trust me, we have missed you too. I have missed it here. You guys, everybody's saying, hey, Paige.
Hi.
And Anna is saying, hashtag winning, winning, winning. So we'll be back with more live streaming. I think we will go more on the realm of tech talk, so that you can do all of these foundational pieces and beyond. And then once you get the foundation, it is yours to mold and shape the way you want. I will tell you that most of the business books and the business gurus had no idea what they were talking about in terms of running a business. I'm going to say that flat out. Everything that I was taught, I had said that to Josh one day. I said, you know what? Everything that they said was supposed to be has proven not to be. And that's because no two businesses are the same. No two clients are the same. No two experiences are the same. But somehow they want you to believe that they have unlocked the magic formula and the magic code. The one thing that I think is consistent is what your vision is for what it is that you're creating. How you go about taking those steps and doing those things to make it come to reality is going to be all the difference and the blueprint for how you get there. This whole gotta have an email list, gotta post on every social media platform 15 times a day, 5 times an hour is absolutely baloney. That might work for that particular industry or that particular segment, but depending on how you do what you do, it will change and it may not apply. It absolutely does not apply. But your business is your journey. When you read about someone else's business, it's from their perspective. You've got it. So speaking of business, I'm actually producing an alumni event in about 45 minutes. So I need to hop off of here and get ready for that. And if you need help with your virtual events, I would say baby showers, but that's probably not going to happen. But if you need help producing an online conference, an online event, and you're trying to figure out how to engage people aside from a Zoom room, I'm your girl. I can absolutely positively help you with that. The virtual soap summit will be coming back the 3rd or the 4th week of May. We are starting that process now, and Natural Soap by Zakia will be live again in July of 2021. We will probably start creating the products for that in April so that we can actually launch with something for you to buy or to watch on the broadcast. So again, I'm Zakia Ringgold. It's always been so much more than soap. Thank you so much for the soap. You are very welcome. I can't wait to make more. I can't wait to make more. The number one soap video I have right now is should you be starting a soap business? I should update that because it says for 2020. That one has about 30,000 views over there on YouTube. I do miss them. It's just that I haven't had the time. And Paige, we're going to say bye now because it's time to go.
Bye. one, make sure you like that subscribe button
Hit the subscribe button
and share
and share.
and click the bell to make sure it's going ding ding.
Ding, ding, ding. All right. Wow, this was huge. More than you
You'll
will
know
ever know.
You know when it goes left to right or that way.
Ding, ding, ding. When it goes
Bye.
ding, ding, ding,
Bye bye.
you'll get
everyone.
notified next time we go live.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bye, guys.